Princess Leticia!
I appreciate the warm reception, Neon.
When I heard of your little excursion from Commander Theo, my heart stopped. Whatever were you thinking, Sir Albert?
Her Highness had a very good reason.
Did you truly think yourself solely capable of protecting the princess? A one-man army?
Calm yourself, Neon. We have brought Leticia back safely. And what's more, this recklessness on her part was not in vain.
As of this moment, all she has accomplished is worrying me near to death!
This is precisely why I hate the Royal Palace.
Where do you think you are off to?
Somewhere I can give your arm a proper examination. Come when you are ready.
Who in heavens is that man? How dare he speak in such a manner before royalty?
He means no offense. That is Maester Midas Felgreed. Please show him the utmost respect.
Midas Felgreed? Him?
I apologize for my long absence from the Royal Palace, Neon. But I would ask a favor regarding the matter Commander Theo brought to your attention.
Perhaps you speak of the prisoner we captured near Baldar. Huh. Might these be the strange companions I've heard the princess has been traveling with?
Without the aid of these two, my journey would have been all the more arduous. The kingdom owes them a debt of gratitude.
Very well, Princess Leticia. I will send word to notify the general of your safe return.
No need. Let us first arrange a meeting that these two may be swiftly reunited with their ally.
But, Your Highness...
I was led to understand that none were aware of my absence prior to Commander Theo's report, yes? Surely news of my return can be delayed.
I see. Very well, Princess. It may yet take some time, however, as the prisoner is currently being held in the Baldar Citadel.
You must arrange for her immediate release.
I understand your urgency, but I cannot make any immediate promises that the prisoner will be set free. We can discuss the matter further, if you would follow me to the council chamber.
Father will not be joining us?
Oh, have you not heard? His Majesty is leading the frontline defensive at Baldar at the behest of Captain Bertrand.
He is where?
Isn't it a big risk having your king on the front lines?
The royal standard is on display above the Baldar Basilica to indicate His Majesty's presence. It serves as a warning. The Imperials know there will be a reckoning if they attack now.
Nothing's set in stone. But can we turn this all around with Midas's help? I mean, he was one of the three wise men.
Do not speak as if years of history and tension can be undone in a single night.
Breaking our current formation just for Maester Midas would serve as nothing more than an invitation for the Empire to commence their attack. Letty, tell me something. What exactly is it you intend to ask of Midas in the first place? If you are considering playing at the idea of forming a band of semiomancers, I am in vehement opposition.
Furthermore, we have no sufficient proof that this ragtag band that follows you are not in actuality Imperial spies.
They are nothing of the sort, I assure you.
I believe both you and Her Highness speak true, Sir Albert. But it is not I who needs convincing. His Majesty's brother Duke Clemrath currently presides over the royal city.
I will not have free reign under my father's orders. Ray, Helena, I cannot guarantee your safety.
You must understand, my hands are tied until the tensions at Baldar ease.
I hear where you're coming from, but you're talking like the war's already begun.
What would you know?
Well, if left unchecked, spies could run amok, raze cities to the ground. But if espionage on the home front was such a chief concern, why would the king be sent to the front lines?
A harsh criticism.
Sounds like you've assumed from the start that everything Leticia's doing is a waste of time. What's wrong with a princess fighting tooth and nail to do what's best for her kingdom?
Neon, if permitted by my father, I am sure the general could be convinced. Or even your Lord Father, Cousin Theo.
What?
Consider the situation. I doubt it will be easy to entreat my father concerning a prisoner of war, or the sudden return of Maester Midas. It would be best if I spoke with him directly.
Wait, Your Highness. Baldar would be thrown into a disarray if you were to venture there now.
This is of the highest import for the future of the kingdom. Do not worry. I will not disrupt a thing. No one shall be the wiser of my presence.
Say something, Sir Albert? Commander Theo?
When Her Highness speaks thusly, there is no changing her mind.
Just so. Currently, a permit is required for all who would enter Baldar. Come, grant her passage, Neon. Who knows what she may do if you choose not to.
Very well. But do be careful. The situation at Baldar may very well erupt into chaos at a moment's notice.
Thank you, Neon, Cousin Theo.
So it was you who showed it to Leticia.
I admit it. How could I not? I shared in her anguish. If our knights are to face the Imperials, we will have need of them.
Do not suffer children their foolish dreams. You are why I find myself here.
Maester Midas, Director Melthea.
I am relieved to see you return in good health, Princess Leticia.
And who are you?
I am Melthea, the director here at the Osarius Semiomancy Consortium. A pleasure to meet you. Midas was just telling me of the pleasant journey you all had together.
So, how did talks go with that twit Neon?
Well,
So now we're heading straight for Baldar.
And for what? I said I would support Albert and Elena. But I will rescind that promise if you intend to risk your lives so meaninglessly.
Our good friend Chloe is being held captive in Baldar. We have to get to her. You understand, this is not up for debate.
I will not prostrate myself before the king. Go, return with your friend. I shall await here.
Thanks, Midas.
You seem to understand Maester Midas quite well. Let us speak of the matter upon your return. You have places to go and people to free. I truly pray time is on your side, Raymond.
Let us make haste to Baldar. We have not the time to dawdle here any longer.
Huh. I wonder what they're talking about.
Albert, could I ask why you hide away consuming such calorically dense sugars?
Because I would find it embarrassing to be seen doing so.
Embarrassing? Is consuming nutrients a shameful act?
It's because it does not suit my refined air.
I see. Do customs on Aster require one's favored foods to match their personality?
No, that is not what I meant.
So that's what he was secretly eating before.
Ray also consumes many sugar-based foods. From my recollection, I cannot speak to whether it suits him, but he does not seem embarrassed in the least.
What? That brute eats sweets too?
Perhaps too much, in fact. I try and warn him about the health risks, but always to no avail. Ray, do I not warn you about the health risks?
What? You? How much of that did you hear?
Sorry, I was just, Come on, give me a break. Look, I'm sorry, all right?
So, you like sweets as well, do you?
Yeah.
I see.
Huh. What just happened? So that's the Vale Empire.
Why do they arm themselves? Why do they fight?
Was that Duma?
Piping up out of nowhere again. Are you really telling me you can't tell what they're gearing up for, Duma?
Warfare between the same species would cause a massive decline in their respective population. What purpose could such fighting serve?
I wonder the same myself, Duma. Is not the sky over Asarius the same shade as that over Vale?
Yeah, well, you can't change the world overnight. Let's keep our eyes on the prize for now.
You are right. Father, I am sorry to intrude. Pray forgive my long and selfish absence.
Ah, yes. Full glad am I to see you return, Leticia. I apologize for the distress my current whereabouts must have caused you. Might I entreat you to introduce me to your allies?
Of course, Father. They have been invaluable companions on my journey. This is Sir Raymond, Lady Elena, and Lady Nina.
Rise, friends. I owe you much for helping my... might you be Filberto's daughter?
You remember me, Your Majesty?
As if one could forget. Is Marcus well?
He is. Still alive and kicking.
Father, there is aught I would report. Nina DeForge has discovered a cure for Helgar's disease.
Can it be true?
Well, not all by myself. I, got a lot of help from Dad, my father, Dr. Marcus, Ray, and Elena.
I have also brought Maester Midas Felgreed to the royal city.
Midas has come back?
We may have no assurance of his cooperation, but the Maester's return, Lady Nina's discovery of the cure for Helgar's, and the safe passage of both myself and Albert to the royal city, all would not have been possible without the help of Sir Raymond and Lady Elena.
Is that so? Thank you for going to such lengths to aid my daughter.
No prob.
Ray. Pray forgive him, Your Majesty. You are too generous.
Father, if you would truly thank these two, I beseech you. Raymond's friend, Chloe Canaris, is being held here in Baldar. She was imprisoned under suspicion of acting as an Imperial agent. Please grant her release.
I will see to it she is released immediately. Bertrand, Leticia has brought us a veritable mountain of good tidings.
Full glad am I to hear it. What will you all do from here on?
We do not intend to impose any longer than we already have. We shall return to the royal city as soon as Chloe is released.
Night is nearly fallen, so it might be best to depart come morning. Allow us to see to your sleeping arrangements.
Assuming the worst were to happen, wouldn't civilians like ourselves only get in the way?
Imperial spies walk among us. And they may be watching Leticia's every move, even now as we speak. Broad daylight will certainly prove a boon, if that be the case.
I see.
And yes, your friend has been in captivity for some time. It may not be wise to exert her too quickly. Besides, this reunion is long in coming. I am sure you have much to discuss.
Your concern is greatly appreciated. We will do as you say.
Captain Bertrand, Please inform the guards to release Chloe at once. And see to it that Leticia and her friends have a place to rest their heads.
Right away, Your Majesty.
No way. It can't be. Ray? Is that really you?
It's me, all right. Good to see you safe, Chloe.
Ray! Ray! Thank goodness. I never thought that I would get out of here.
You're safe now. Everything's gonna be fine. See? Already back to normal. So, your communicator and all your devices broke?
Yeah. The pod's computer and electronics were all fried when the pulse hit. And the pod itself sank into the sea. I really thought I was done for. Then...
I'm just glad you're all right now. And don't worry, I'm in contact with my brother. Help is on the way.
Antonio's coming to save us?
You betcha. And you're stuck with me till then.
Okay.
Ah, is that Chloe?
Indeed it is. I am truly relieved to see her none the worse for wear.
Oh, I see. So this is who Ray was searching for this entire time.
Is something the matter?
No, nothing at all. Captain, please release Chloe at once.
Yes, Your Highness. Her language is unknown to us, so communication has been difficult.
That should be of no further concern. With Ray or I around, you should be able to understand her just fine.
Hey, now that you mention it, how are you and Ray speaking our language if you came from the sky?
Well, there are a number of reasons. Sorry for the imposition, Nina. But would you kindly assist me in examining Chloe?
Oh, of course. Leave it to me.
Please feel free to use this chamber. If there is aught you require, know that you need only ask.
We appreciate the hospitality, Captain Bertrand. All right, Chloe. Here we go. Let's make sure you're in tip-top shape.
Okay. Hi there. I'm Nina. I'm a good friend of Ray's and Elena's, and an iatromancer of this kingdom, so don't you worry. Nice to meet you, Nina.
Thank you, Leticia. We never would have found Chloe without you.
I truly did not do all that much.
If it weren't for you and Albert, we wouldn't even know Chloe was in Baldar. I can't thank either of you enough.
It is unnerving to hear such sincerity coming from you.
Well, Albert, even I can be sincere when I need to be. And don't worry, we still intend on helping however we can with Midas. You aren't getting us out of your hair that easily.
In that case, may I speak with you about something, Ray?
Most definitely. Hey, Albert.
Albert, might I ask you to assist Elena and Nina?
Of course, Your Highness. Please try not to wander off too far. Please heed what Her Highness has to say.
What?
Thank you, Albert.
So, what is it you want to talk about?
Not just yet. Let us converse once we reach the east end of the Citadel.
Okay. What a view.
Indeed. I love coming here.
Huh. Aren't we on Vale Empire soil?
When I was old enough to understand the words of my elders, the kingdom of Osarius and the Vale Empire were already at odds. Every time I come here, I would always wonder why. Why must the same people under the same sky always be fighting one another?
If it makes you feel any better, even people living above this sky are constantly fighting.
What a great shame. The royal family of Osarius and the imperial line of Vale were once tied together by marriage. Theo's mother's sister, his aunt, was Empress and wife to Emperor Baldur, the current ruler of Vale.
Wow. Really?
When Helgar's disease enveloped this world 15 years ago, she became afflicted and eventually died. And it was then that relations between my kingdom and the Empire began to sour.
I see.
When she fell ill, the Empire requested an Iatromancer be dispatched from Osarius. The Empire had very few semiomancers, but the kingdom refused. We cited the unstable situation on our home soil as an excuse.
Why are you telling me all this now?
I did not wish to keep it secret.
That kind of honesty could come back to haunt you.
If our journey is to be enjoyable, I must be open with you.
It really is a nice view.
Indeed.
Detecting multiple hostile threats. Secure the perimeter. Secure the perimeter.
What the heck?
That's artillery fire. The Baldar Citadel is taking fire from the Vale Empire.
Your Highness, we are under attack from the Empire. Your Highness!
How can this be?
What the hell is going on? Are they gonna be okay down there?
I believe Baldar's defenses should be well prepared.
Albert! Ray! Let us find Nina, Elena, and Chloe with utmost haste. It is not safe. We must leave Baldar at once.
What do you mean?
With our few number, we have no possibility to sway the tide of this battle. And as shameful, as dispiriting as it may be, our duty precedes us. We must avoid the crown princess of the kingdom being killed or captured by the Empire.
Your Highness,
Leticia.
The assurance of my safety should bring solace to the captain and father. I will not tempt Vale with our kingdom on a platter. Let us depart.
What happened? Who gave the order to fire upon them?
I do not know. It is unclear which unit launched the attack, but it seems the naval battalion in the harbor has already deployed. Perhaps there was some miscommunication.
Foolishness!
Father!
Leticia! It would seem things have taken an ill turn. I am relieved to see you all unharmed.
what is the situation on the battlefield?
We fare poorly, but our strategic councils have prepared us for this. The situation will be under control ere long.
Your Majesty, the lower level gates have been breached!
What? Already? What is the frontline command post doing? What was that?
We are taking massive fire from the Empire's naval battalion. Their unceasing bombardment is laying waste to our forces.
Do the Imperial ships truly outclass our own to such degree? It should be impossible for their fire to reach us from that range.
Ray, this could have something to do with our horned assailants.
Oh, great. Are those bastards helping the Empire develop new technology?
They may not be so directly involved. But if beings from a developed planet have formed some allyship with Vale, they could have easily improved their warships and artillery in short order.
Damn, it's metal and purple.
Ray, Elena, what do you make of the situation?
Leticia, if we want to keep you safe, we need to make tracks. And fast.
We don't stand a chance against the enemy's firepower. Upon weighing the defensive armaments I observed here yesterday, against what the Empire has on hand, it is only a matter of time until Baldar falls.
Father, Captain, we must retreat at once.
What are you saying? You would have us abandon
That
Baldar?
is precisely what I am saying. We have not a moment to lose.
Your Majesty, the Imperial forces are much more powerful than we had anticipated. Please understand, their strength is likely bolstered by interlopers from the sky as well. We stand no chance.
Interlopers from the sky? What madness do you speak of?
We've witnessed unbelievable power throughout our travels. Incredible power from those beyond the sky.
Ray and the others are from an advanced civilization far superior to that of the Vale Empire. Please, you must heed my words.
Confound it. To think it would be decided in one blow.
Your Majesty!
Order all troops to retreat back to the royal city immediately.
Right away. Pray leave the troops in my care, Your Majesty. You and the princess should make for Ascendros with all haste.
I am sorry for this, Bertrand. Do not fall this day.
My men await you outside, Sir Albert. See that His Majesty and the princess arrive safely back at the royal city.
Understood, sir. May fortune smile upon you, Captain Bertrand.
Forgive me. I never thought it would come to this.
Don't worry, it's all part of the job.
Nina, you take the rear with His Majesty and Leticia. Chloe, stick with me and don't stray.
Got you. Okay.
Let us be off.
Your Majesty!
Father!
It is nothing. I see now that you spoke true. Never in my life have I laid eyes upon such fearsome arms.
Don't talk. I'll seal the wound right away. What the heck is that thing?
Bertrand Corps, shield His Majesty! His Majesty's steed!
It can no longer carry him.
Duma! Why didn't you stay with the king and Chloe?
I determined that focusing on the defense of this organism would result in a significantly decreased mortality rate.
What the hell are you even saying?
I acted in the interest of protecting the organism's king and Chloe. A great number of the more combat-viable Bertrand Corps had ceased all vital function. Therefore, protecting two organisms that cannot contribute to the survival of the majority.
You must go, Leticia. As long as you yet live, the royal family will not fall.
I will not leave you.
Go quickly now. The blame lies with me for failing to defend Baldar, for underestimating the strength of our enemy.
No, Your Majesty! Stand up! You need to keep walking! We have to get closer to the royal city!
All due respect, but if we stand here and argue, we're all toast.
Ray! Look!
Duma, protect the king and Chloe. It is the best way to boost our odds of survival. Promise.
Analyzing command. Rewriting. Approved. A new program has been issued.
Attack! Show not a shred of mercy to those who tread unbidden on royal land. Do not let them leave alive.
Lord Uncle!
The Imperial forces need not be feared. Onward!
Your Majesty, Princess Leticia, are you all right?
General Canis!
We came with all haste as soon as we heard the news that Baldar had fallen. I am relieved we made it in time.
General Canis, Captain Bertrand is heading the rear guard at Baldar. Please, you must help them.
Calm yourself, Sir Albert. Duke Clemrath is already seeing to their aid. Commander Theo is also leading a fleet of warships to engage the Imperial Navy.
Heartening news.
All right, are we gonna be okay here?
Ray, it seems that way.
Please, this way, Your Majesty. We have a steed prepared for you.
Wait! I'm still treating
Know your place, child. Duke Clemrath's personal Iatromancer will see to His Majesty's recovery.
We may have been better off without their aid.
The Baldar Citadel has fallen into the indecent hands of the Empire. How will you take responsibility for this?
Our defense was doomed from the start. The Imperials far outmatched us.
Yet we were able to rout their pursuing forces without issue.
The weapons the Imperials used were beyond anything we could have imagined.
Why, then, do reports indicate our forces made the first move? Were you all so eager for glory you were willing to die for it?
Save the reprimands for later. We must first hear more of these Imperial weapons.
I must say, the cannons outfitted on those Imperial warships were assuredly unlike anything we have dealt with before.
They command all manner of monstrous abominations. And their soldiers were armed with weapons that fired shards of iron.
Is that all? Mere trifles by the sound of it.
Do you doubt Her Highness's words, General Canis? You forget yourself.
Here is one of the stones fired from their contraptions. It penetrated a knight's armor, killing him instantly. It is plain to see the Empire's armaments have undergone a drastic change. Lacking as we are in sufficient field analysis, crushing defeat is all but certain should we suffer another attack.
Then we shall bring the fight to them. Let us wrest Baldar back from their grasp. We shall not let them have the upper hand.
That will only lead to more unnecessary deaths.
For the time being, we had best wait for His Majesty to recover. Until then, you should all focus on healing your own wounds.
I am relieved to see you all safe. We have much to discuss, though this may not be the most suitable place for it. Please come to the consortium. Maester Midas has been worried sick about you.
So, you return in one piece, with an ally in tow no less.
Yeah, this is Chloe. Chloe, meet our good pal Midas.
Nice to meet you.
Well, perhaps you should have accompanied them if you were so worried after Sir Albert and Lady Elena.
Tripe, I am come only to fix Albert's arm, nothing more.
Huh, a shame that. I suppose we will only discuss what could have been.
Oh?
The Empire clearly had the advantage over us at Baldar. We cannot win this fight without taking the upper hand.
Director Malthea, is it time?
Yes, Princess Leticia. I think it is high time the Maester heard your reason for departing Ascendros from the first. Please, this way, everyone.
Is this a sleigh?
No way that's a sleigh. Maybe a boat?
No, Ray. This machinery. Director Malthea, is this some kind of aircraft?
Yes, very perceptive. It is an apparatus that will allow semiomancers to soar through the skies. I created this prototype based on a theorized design devised by Maester Midas.
From how I see it, this would revolutionize the war effort. Midas truly has a gift.
'Twas naught but a foolish 14-year-old dream.
What if I told you that dream was on the verge of actualization?
Do what you will with my dusty old notion. I am come only to...
See to Sir Albert's arm. Yes, I am aware. Then I suppose it would not interest you to know that the final material needed to complete the Folga lies on Nilbeth?
What?
Maester Midas once attempted to make the Folga fly, using ancient floating semiomancy.
Theo.
Well, well. Fancy meeting you lot here.
We must cross the Straits of Kato in order to reach the continent of Nilbeth. Commander Theo has agreed to help us.
So, the Imperial Navy's been trawling around even before Baldar fell?
That is not all, I fear. The reports say the Imperials drawing near Kato were scouts. It seems they plan to invade Nilbeth.
They what?
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
Come, we should depart at once. I only pray the Imperial forces are not too on edge following the battle at Baldar.
Right. Appreciate it, Theo.
I, for one, am not certain what the situation is like in Nilbeth. Make sure you are ready ere we depart.
Are you all right, Malkia?
Midas, is that truly you?
In the flesh. Thank goodness you're safe.
You jumped in so quickly. I assumed you were another Imperial lackey.
My apologies.
No need. Do not fret, Midas. Full glad am I to see you. Age has certainly not been kind to you.
Yet you remain unchanged, just as last I saw you.
You flatter me, but I have changed in my own way over these years. By the way, your companions are peering in this direction with some confusion. It would seem they have the wrong idea.
Forget them. The less they know, the better.
That will not do, Midas. I am certain your friends would like to hear the whole story. I see some familiar faces. Human children really do grow up in the blink of an eye. It has been some time, Princess Leticia.
I am deeply honored you would remember me, Lady Malkia.
You have grown into a beautiful woman. And the boy has grown into a fine young man. Welcome to Nilbeth.
Boy? I am alive and well thanks to you, Lady Malkia.
That is all well and good, but you do not appear to be in the best of health.
You see right through me.
I could sense the osseous core I separated with 14 years ago. But I never imagined Midas would be with it.
Osseous core? Oh. So, was that the material used to replace Albert's arm all those years ago?
Welcome, Midas, Princess Leticia, and your brave young companions. I am Malkia Trathan. I am the leader of the Trathan tribe, the native peoples of Nilbeth. Now then, let us start with what brings you to Nilbeth.
To fight back against the Vale Empire. With your blessing, we hope to mine the Levitas ore found deep within the Nilbeth ancient coil. The ore will ultimately serve as an indispensable catalyst.
Catalyst, you say? I see. Oh, so you intend to use the Folga?
You know of the Folga?
Of course I do. Midas promised we would...
Malkia!
What are you shouting for, man?
The Folga, you see, was an idea Midas thought up while with Marcus, Filberto, and I 14 years ago.
Dad and Dr. Eason too?
Lady Malkia was involved in the invention of the Folga? This is the first I have heard of it.
In a manner of speaking, I was. Am I wrong to say so, Midas?
Yes, I would not have met you otherwise.
Mayhap. The ancient coil is Nilbeth's most sacred ground. If we would allow outsiders to dig within, I would impose one condition.
Anything you ask.
I would ask for your assistance in routing the Imperial threat that encroaches on the ancient coil and our home. Excavation may prove difficult with the Empire so close at hand, besides.
Did we stand a chance? Baldar was no match for them at all.
The royal city of Nilbeth has not sent aid due to the small number of Imperial soldiers. The villagers tell me the enemy has but a single warship.
So, we'll be fine, right?
If we cannot rout this small a force, then I fear for our return home.
I am counting on you all. Let us make our move when ready. I will be joining you, so do call on me once you have made the necessary preparations.
Multiple enemies detected. Firearms identified. Secure the perimeter.
A most useful orb, if not somewhat annoying.
Yeah, sorry about that. Duma doesn't listen to anyone.
The Imperial soldiers are over there.
Huh?
What is it, Ray?
It's those guys again. No, it's nothing. Sorry.
Our aim is not to take life, but do not hesitate. Forward!
Huh. I have grown somewhat used to their firearms.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
You are all far more skilled than I imagined. Such prowess is a rarity, even among the warriors of Trathen. We might consider a surprise attack on the Imperial warship. That should drive them back from whence they came.
Lady Malkia, please return to the settlement. We are under attack.
What?
A large number of Imperials. Their commander is on a rampage. Never have I witnessed such brutality.
Return with all haste, now!
No, this can't be.
What have they done?
Well, well. I was not expecting you back so soon, Lady Trathen.
You wretch.
Ray, this is the same man who attacked us in Rythel after Elena came down.
You're right! No mistaking that horn and pale skin!
He was an Imperial officer. Well, if it isn't the peons who are looking into meteorites and Helgar's disease in Rythel. My apologies for not introducing myself before. I am called Gaston Gauchier. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that a Duma with you?
Who are you, really? If you recognize Duma, then you must not be from this planet.
I could certainly ask you the same. Or ask why you're staring at me so bitterly, for that matter. Are we not allies? You have a Duma with you, after all.
I would never dream of allying myself with one who would commit such atrocities.
Nor will we waste any more words on a general of the Vale Empire. You will not lay another finger on the Trathen people.
As you wish. Just don't expect me to hold back. I will not go as easy on you as I did at our first meeting.
Do your worst.
Detecting unforeseen hostile threat. Secure the perimeter.
Your having a Duma around isn't doing me any favors.
Still your tongue, lest you desire another trouncing.
Thank you. I think I'd rather call it a day. See you again, Duma. And here's hoping we all have a more worthwhile chat next time.
No doubt about it. He's just like the guy we met when repairing Elena, and the woman on Mount Cotarant. They're humanoids from a developed planet. And this Gaston? He isn't shy about using their technology here either.
In any case, we have repelled their offensive. I doubt they will return anytime soon. Raymond, Princess Leticia, you have my gratitude. You've become strong in your own right, boy.
I appreciate your words. However, I seem to grow weary.
Let us get you some well-deserved rest. I would welcome you all back into my home.
Sounds good to me. He knew about Duma. Who the hell is he?
Ray?
Yeah, sorry. It's nothing. Let's hurry to Malkia's room.
Now, before we begin mining for Levitas ore, there is one thing I would ask.
Something else? I thought we already chased off the Empire.
This is serious. It takes significant strength to excavate the ore, but many of the villagers are wounded. We are not in the best shape ourselves. Especially you, boy.
Huh?
These 14 long years must have been difficult. The creaking of my old osseous core due to our close proximity must not be helping matters.
No, I am fine.
Do not hold in the pain any longer. There is no need.
What?
Midas and I have discussed it. I will bestow upon you a new osseous core. A renewed arm should allow you to resume your duties.
Oh, Albert!
Are you certain?
Consider it a fitting reward for a hero who saved my people. Midas also keeps bringing up that if we do not repair your arm, he would be at the whim of the royal family forevermore.
Oh, that's great, Albert. Now you can go on being a knight.
I can hardly believe it. Thank you. Thank you.
The implantation procedure should only take one night. Let us all rest in anticipation of our journey for the Levitas ore come the morrow.
I can continue my knightly duties. I can still fight.
They're essentially extending your lifespan.
You speak true. Now I can repay Her Highness for all the worry I've caused her.
Leticia's not here, by the way. Where'd she get to?
I do not doubt there is much running through her mind. If Her Highness should speak to you, I beg you, heed her words.
Hey, what's this all of a sudden? You've been acting weird lately.
Her Highness holds trust in you. Despite this trust, there were matters she could not share. Perhaps now, such conversation is possible.
Yeah, I got it. And if I don't do as you say, you'd probably end up a pain in my ass anyways.
Shall we begin the procedure?
Yes, my lady.
All right. I'd better find Leticia. Hey.
Ray.
I hope Albert's arm gets patched up all right.
I am certain it will. Ray?
Yeah?
If I may, let me share a story from my past. Albert lost his left arm 14 years ago. Back then, I used to drag Albert and Cousin Theo around, causing them much annoyance. That day was just like any other. I was playing in an isolated area of the castle, a place I fancied my own secret bastion. It was then an unfortunate accident befell me. The decrepit castle walls, long since fallen into disrepair, came falling from above. Yet I was unharmed. The one who shielded me. It was Maester Midas and Lady Malkia who saved Albert's life. But their actions served as the catalyst for the three wise men's exile from the kingdom. Some decried the transplanting of limbs between species as a vile, evil, unforgivable act. Maester Midas suffered much, but so too did Maesters Marcus, Filberto, and Lady Malkia. They were all brought before the court to answer for their blasphemous deed. And it was my Lord Uncle who spearheaded their persecution. The decisive act that sealed their fate was when Father acquiesced to the claims. Father had no choice but to submit to my Lord Uncle's power, given his relation to the late Empress of Vale. Maester Midas was spared the mark of treason, but ultimately banished. Lady Malkia's studies at the Semiomancy Consortium were ended, our relations with Nilbeth severed. And Maester Marcus and Filberto followed Maester Midas into the hinterlands.
No wonder Midas gets so heated. Actually, I'm kinda surprised you even thought of asking Midas for help.
I inquired Director Melthia about the Fulga. With it, I knew I could protect the kingdom. I beseeched Albert for his help, asked Cousin Theo to assist with arrangements. And then, Ray, I met you.
Nah, I haven't done a thing.
After we met, I began to think that everything will be fine. That things will work out. I have never been so excited for the days to come. Thank goodness.
Highness.
Procedure went well, then.
Indeed. Behold, Your Highness.
So, feeling ready to get back at it?
Naturally. Let us not keep Theo waiting.
You said it. Let's make tracks.
How fare you this morning, Lady Malkia?
Better, after hearing the Imperial troops have left our shore. Now is the time to descend into the coil.
Is it that deep?
The ancient coil is sacred ground for semiomancers. It is suitably deep. Losing one's way would prove fatal.
Their kind do not go astray. Their strange tools create detailed cartographs.
Then, there is no reason to worry. Shall we depart?
Are you coming with us, Lady Malkia?
As leader of the Trathen, it would be unspeakable to not join you on our sacred grounds. There is an entrance into the coil within the village. I will meet you there after informing my people.
Good morning, Albert. You're looking much better.
Thank you. I feel strong enough to move mountains.
I'm relieved the procedure went well. But I am afraid I come bearing ill tidings.
What is it?
What happened to His Royal Majesty?
The wounds he sustained in Baldar have worsened, leaving him bedridden. Sinister activity has also been observed around Baldar. Neon wishes for the immediate return of Her Highness. Theo has already left Kato for the Royal City. The ship that approaches is one sent by Neon.
You should go, Leticia.
Now?
Look, your people are calling for you in their time of need. It's them you've been fighting for all along, right?
If the king has truly fallen, nothing will prevent Lambert from doing whatsoever he pleases. He may even impede our work on the Folga.
I'll keep Elena updated on our situation with this. We can handle the rest here.
Very well. I leave the retrieval of the Levitas ore in your hands.
No problem. And Albert, you'll be going with her, right?
Of course. I leave the rest here to you. Should any trouble arise, I shall inform Elena with all haste.
I'll stay behind. If I left, and Ray or the others got sick or hurt, they'd be in trouble.
As shall I, as an authority on Levitas ore.
I await good tidings in the Royal City.
Yeah, we will see you soon.